Have you ever been in a life moment where you look around and realize, oh my God, I am living out a movie scene? If you answered yes, I hope that moment was your perfect princess dream wedding. Here is my movie scene.
Let's hear the right answer.
You're fired.
What? What? That is crazy.
Okay, here's some backstory. I'm a 47-year-old single parent with no savings, no retirement, just eking by and surviving for over 10 years now. As poverty-level people well know, it's a soul-sucking cycle where you want out of your life, but there's no extra money or time to do the things needed to get out. Or maybe you want out, but don't even know what to do. You just exist the best you can. I exist knowing my current life situation is mostly the result of a lifetime of selfish, lazy life choices, but also a heavy sprinkling of misfortunate life events. And sometimes selfish life choices lead to misfortunate events. Enter center stage. Bad health. About 8 years ago now, I became very ill. After a few initial months of ignoring my body talking to me, I went to a doctor. I spent the next 18 months being a good little patient, doing everything the doctors said. The results were poorer health and thousands in credit card debt. No help, no answers. Fast forward to today. I'm living with diseases and conditions that have the capability to unalive me before my youngest graduates high school. For years and years, I've just survived, physically, emotionally, and financially. Never thriving, just surviving. I felt like there was no other choice. Too many people depend on me. During those same years, I worked in a job I hated, but stayed out of convenience. I endured toxic, unhealthy bosses and work environments out of convenience and fear. Fear of, once again in a search for peace, mistakenly moving from the frying pan to the fire. Earlier this year, I began to listen to my body. It very clearly said, hey dummy, you're going to change your life, or you are going to be unalive, soon. So I decided to get healthier. A huge part of getting healthier meant changing my mental and emotional diets, not just food and exercise alone. My entire lifestyle had to change. Home and work life. I got busy changing the things I could change. I removed, reduced, or distanced myself from as many unhealthy things as possible. As the work environment became increasingly unhealthy, I became quieter and more withdrawn. Never being rude, I simply went to work, quietly worked all day, exchanged the minimal pleasantries, and went home. I was being a good employee. Some coworkers knew I was dealing with health issues in a general way. They noticed I had stopped wearing makeup and obviously felt worse than usual. However, they did not understand the magnitude of my success or failure on my new journey to wellness. For months, I worked diligently to be healthier, live healthier every day in as many ways as possible. It wasn't long before I noticed I felt actually physically healthier outside of work hours. Real deal, chest pains, migraines, high heart rate, and tingly limbs were actual manifestations of stress plaguing me, but only Monday through Friday, and when my teenagers were being teenagers. The work stress was killing me quicker, but I couldn't afford to quit, so I toughed it out with my head down and prayed for a way out. I'll summarize the backstory with a life lesson I have learned. If you're going to be a dying girl, be sure you keep your makeup and fake smile on 24/7, or some asshole will fire you for not being perky enough. Okay, I think you are basically caught up. So there I was on a normal Thursday morning. I showed up on time, said hello to coworkers, and immediately got to work. A few minutes later, I was asked to join the boss in the conference room. A cocky man sat across from me with his elbows and folded hands on the table. I should also add that this man had changed since I interviewed with him 2 years ago. The kind-hearted man who interviewed me hasn't been around for quite some time. I was not the only employee who felt this way. Thursday, I sat across from this beady-eyed bully. With contempt and a snarl on his face, he gave me a handful of excuses for why he was firing me. I rebutted every excuse and cited real-life examples of why every excuse was wrong. He actually said he was firing me because all I do is come in and do my job. I guess when showing up, doing your job with a pleasant but quiet disposition, and then going home is not fitting with the mold going forward. Well, okay then, cowboy. Bye-bye. I proceeded to grab an empty box, put my few belongings in said box, hug, cry, say goodbye to coworkers, and walk away. The remainder of that Thursday was filled with coworkers calling, texting, and emailing me with encouragement and offers of help. Everyone says better and happier is coming. And you know what? They are right. I have no idea where my story goes from here, but it will be a terrific tale of being happier, healthier, wealthier, and free. My name is Po Rising. I am about 8 months into my journey to better. I am a conscious creator of my life, now and going forward. I am learning, evolving, growing, healing, loving, and thriving. I am excited for life. I am excited to learn and share what I learn. If you would like to take this journey with me, please give a love tap to the like and subscribe buttons.